It was a big day over in the U.S. Presidential hopefuls Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton have extended their leads to capture their party's nominations. Bruce Harrison is live in the studio with me with the results of Super Tuesday. Now, Bruce, this was the 2016 campaign's biggest day of the state-by-state primary voting. Have the frontrunners put winning out of reach of their rivals, really?
Well, not quite yet, Connyoung. They'd like the rivals to believe that, though. But you have Trump, the billionaire real estate mogul, and you have former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton really digging in with big delegate pickups. But they're still both quite a ways off from winning a nomination.
And that's largely because the challengers picked up a number of crucial victories. How has Super Tuesday changed the race?
Sure, you're right. Well, let's start with the Republicans. You have Trump, who won 7 states and expanded a solid delegate count, but he didn't win Texas. And that's important because the GOP was really focused on the Lone Star State. It's the home state of challenger Senator Ted Cruz. And if Trump had taken that state, Republicans would be a lot more bleak about anyone beating the former reality TV star. But Cruz won Texas, and as a surprise, Alaska and Oklahoma as well. Now, that's good for Trump haters, but Cruz's wins complicate decisions for the GOP leadership. Most party heavyweights have been throwing their support behind Florida Senator Marco Rubio, a more mainstream candidate. But Rubio has just won 1 state, and Cruz said at a victory rally what many Republicans may be thinking if they want to defeat Trump, and that's the party needs to unite behind Cruz.
Tomorrow morning, we have a choice. So long as the field remains divided, Donald Trump's path to the nomination remains more likely. And that would be a disaster for Republicans, for conservatives, and for the nation.
On the Democratic side, Clinton predictably won the most states, 7 to Bernie Sanders' 4. Her victories came with more delegates, too. But Sanders reminded supporters in his home state of Vermont, which he won, that 35 states still have to vote.
You know, I have been all, and let me assure you that we are going to take our fight for economic justice, for social justice, for environmental sanity, for a world of peace to every one of those states.
Now, Bruce, what about from here on? I mean, where are the biggest battlegrounds left, and what can we expect to see from the Republican and Democratic parties?
Sure. Well, Trump is benefiting a lot right now from the split between his opposition, and that's main opposition, and that's Senators Rubio and Cruz. But it's unlikely either of these young senators are going to drop out of the race. Rubio finally did win a state in Super Tuesday, and he's been energizing his base to try and win in his home state, Florida.
The stakes are too high, and we are going to send the message that the party of Lincoln and Reagan and the presidency of the United States will never be held by a con artist.
Trump has a large lead in the polls in Florida, though, as well as many other delegate-heavy states. Republican candidates neurosurgeon Ben Carson and Ohio Governor John Kasich have yet to win a state, but intend to continue their campaigns. In the Democratic race, Sanders has no reason to drop out yet. With 4 victories and a near loss in Massachusetts, it's clear Clinton still has much work to do to secure the nomination.
But Bruce, statistically speaking, really, there are enough delegates that left that any challengers could win.
Sure, even someone like Ben Carson, but we see Trump leading in a lot of polls in states coming up, even some states that vote Saturday. And the Republican Party is in such disarray right now that it's hard to imagine them getting behind another candidate to challenge Trump in the long run.
Certainly shaping up to be a very interesting race this time around, and we'll have to wait and see how that turns out in November.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Bruce, thank you so much.
My pleasure.